So for some reason, the policeman opens up the paddy wagon, and who's in there? It's my brother Pat. He's an 8th grader. He's in there, and these guys, you know, they're like, guys from, seniors in high school, and they're all beat up. So I found out later on what happened was, him, his buddy Al Bartoli, I know he might have been with Tom Burke, he walking through the plaza, and I guess these football players from Brother Rice, bump into him or whatever, and they're big. It ends up, well, let's go settle this out in the parking lot. Well, needless to say, the football players from Brother Rice didn't come out too well. I got their ass whooped, but my brother Ben ended up getting caught because in the parking lot at that time in Evergreen Park, if you ran towards Western, there was a big, 8-foot wall you couldn't get over. Al and Tom Burke apparently went the right way. But whatever, that was one of the stories. But I went on a vacation one time to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and he was wearing a shirt that said Quebec City, which is up in Canada, and they speak French up there. So whatever, this French guy's there, he comes up and says, "Oh, you're from Quebec?" "Yeah." And the guy, "Oh, what part?" Without hesitation, "South side." I miss being greeted by him. He called me Brother Man with a touch of his knuckles to your fist. It wasn't a shaking your hands. It was your knuckles to the fist. That's how he'd say hello. And then he'd sit there. I like it when he'd tell his stories because he'd sit there baloney and said, once he got you going, boy, you'd be rolling the eyes about the line of bullshit was coming, and now it started coming on big. Because he had somebody who would believe the crap that he was saying. I just hope he's sitting up there now and having these same kind of stories to his dad, his mom, his brother, and his friends that have already passed before him. If anybody else has any more stories, I know my son has one about John.
Yeah.
You go.
Okay.
There's a story about the fireman had the little clubhouse there. Was in Burnham? Oh yeah, no. Tell the story.
Anyways, I was a little kid. We used to, my Uncle Pat would invite us to his house he had on the Cal-Sag channel with some other firemen. And they decided to take us out for a boat ride. And it's after dark, so I'm having a good time. We're driving down the Cal-Sag, trying to ignore the smell that likes to put off. We're driving, after about a half hour, we're driving in the boat. Where's Pat? He's gone. He was sitting in the back of the boat. So now it's nighttime. I'm crying. Where's my Uncle Pat? So we had turned the boat around. We're driving down the Cal-Sag with a spotlight. It's just idle. And here you just see my Uncle Pat bobbing in the water. So it was a joyous moment and also a moment of fear. I'm going to miss my Uncle Pat a lot. He taught me a lot of things, taught me how to do brakes on my car. He was always there no matter what. So like he used to say, one of his favorite sayings was, "That's the cat's ass." He truly was the cat's ass. So that's it. Anybody else?
Pat helped me out throughout my life. My first house that I bought was my mom's house in Evergreen Park. And I couldn't really afford it, and no bank would give me credit. But Pat was kind enough to co-sign with me. I've always been a hard-working guy, and our whole family's been hard-working. So my dad sending us to Maxwell Street as little kids, learn the ways of life. So that was good for Pat to help me out. And even my last house, after I went through a divorce, I was living with my brother Mike, and I don't like the heat being at 60, so I figured I'd get my own place. So Pat helped me out with the down payment on my last house. So my first house and my last house, Pat was always there to help me out. I appreciate that. I remember before I got on the police department, I went and lived with Pat. It was Tom Ward over here, the drywall king, and Wayne Podizak, the fireman, probably remember Wayne, and Wayne was kind of partnered with
Potato
Pat. Wayne Potato Sack. So Wayne was always very apprehensive of police. He'd say people were following him. He had a phone book with the FBI, the White House, ABC News. He said, "Oh, Leo, let's switch cars." We had a nice Cadillac, and I had a pickup truck. I said, "Oh, sure, Wayne, I'll transfer vehicles with you if you're being followed." So then one time, Pat and Wayne rented out their garage to some of Patrick's old friends, which were kind of, I don't know, were they buying stolen parts or something. The police came and raided the garage and took all the stuff. And they got Wayne Podizak underneath these bright lights trying to question him. Wayne's all afraid, so he tells Pat, "Pat, we gotta get a lawyer. We gotta get a lawyer." Pat says, "We didn't do anything wrong. We got a lease for the garage. If they did something wrong, they're in trouble, not us." So that's another story with Pat. And then with that house in Burnham, that started out as a screen room. And that was his other partner, Pat O'Donnell, another fireman. And they started out as a screen room and kept on building. You know how firemen are, to get this tradesman, that tradesman. Next thing you know, it's a big house on the river. They had a bulldozer come in, straighten out the riverbank. They had room for like 14 boats. And Pat had all these firemen knew how to fish. Once in a while, they go out with them on the fishing trips, or we'd have a good time. Oh, Pat was a very good brother, and glad I got to talk to him about spiritual matters at the hospital when he was there many times. And he knew he was trusting in Jesus Christ as his Savior. He knew where he was going when he died. That's important. And I'm glad of that too. He's a good brother. I'm going to miss him. He always said, when you ever want to come by, he called his back room the office. So just meet me at the office, he'd say. And that was in the back room of his house. And you talk about work, and he'd say, "You know, I used to do that years ago." So he always kind of jammed me a little bit. You know, only a couple of weeks ago, me and Kathy were sitting watching the football game at his house, and we're watching the football guy running in and getting hurt. And I said, "You know, that guy's out marijuana pit." "Oh yeah, they all smoke marijuana." "Oh, he had his girlfriend going, and all the football players were smoking marijuana." I said, "They call it time out. They go to the back room and smoke marijuana." Pat was a good guy. I really enjoyed him. I'm miss him. He was a good brother. And the best thing is his family. I'm glad that I'm a part of the family with him.
He's missing. He was by all means the greatest man I ever knew. He was loyal and kind, and he would do anything for you and never ask for anything in return. In my time, he's dropped everything he was doing and got out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning and came and got me. No questions asked, no judgments, just took me where I needed to go, and that was that. At a very bad time in my life, he took me and my small child in. He asked again for nothing in return, just gave me love, compassion, kindness, laughter. He used to, was learning Japanese with Mackenzie by watching that Kai Lan show. It was really stupid. He loved it. We used to pretend we were actually on the cash cab. We were going to win big. I've been listening to people tell stories about him, and I used to think that I was special, that I was so special to him that he did those things for me, and I realized that he did this for so many people, that he was actually the one who was special, and I was just blessed to have had that experience in my life, to have him with me. I got to be with him in the end, and I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world. He kept his humor until the end. Some of the shit that came out of that man's mouth. I love him, and I'm gonna miss his laughter, I think, very most. That's what I got. Thanks.
I just want to thank everyone for coming. This was a great turnout, and this was exactly what my father wanted. He wanted a party. He wanted all of his friends and family to get together and remember the fun times, the good times, all the memories that he made over the years. They were very truly special to him. And, he loves to repeat the stories too, and I love listening to them. He's a great man, and I wish I could remember all the things from him when I was younger. There was a lot of good times, a lot of laughs. I remember going up to Bass Lake with him as a kid to the Spangelos. That was a good time. One time in particular, I think we were out on a pontoon boat, and the firemen back then were a lot bigger than the firemen are today. And the pontoon started going into the water a little bit. And I remember I was the first volunteer, 10-year-old, 60-pound teen. I'm like, I'll jump in the water. I'm like, no, you're not going to make a big difference. But yeah, I remember going to his house too as a kid on the weekends, and 40 years of caller ID. Phone rang, it was the wrong number. You pick it up and you say, I'm sure you got the wrong number. My father, it was a form of entertainment for him. No, she's not home. She's out walking the dog. The dog is getting water. It was her new boyfriend. A couple weeks now, I guess. I tell him the message. Yes, thank you. Speaking of the phone, one time I went over there and he had a phone cord. It must have been 40 feet long. Yeah. What's the story with the one woman in particular would call me and had a hard time getting off the phone. So he bought a cord long enough so he could walk out to the front door and ring the doorbell. Sorry, I'm gonna go. Someone's at the door. It was my father. You always had a good time with him. You always laughed. Even when he wasn't trying to be funny, he was really funny. Just like Melissa said, I mean, up until the very end, oh gosh, some of the things that came out of his mouth, he had us in tears. He was a good man. But most of all, I just wanted to say thank you, everyone, for coming. It really means a lot to me and my family. Do me a favor, keep up in your thoughts and prayers and always remember him as he was.
Yeah.